Bring in the professionals. Host of BetMGM Tonight and Odyssey Sports Betting Insider, Trysta Krick, presented by BetMGM. Go check out all the latest lines today on the BetMGM app. Also, be sure to check out the BetMGM Tonight podcast for more of Trysta Krick's analysis. Just search BetMGM wherever you find your podcast. What'd you think of those picks, Trysta?
Love Alabama. Love Alabama minus 20. That's an all day. There is no number high enough for me to not take Alabama. Like, they are going to smash everyone, pretty much. Everyone across the board. It's a night sleep mask scenario for whoever's in their way. I like Alabama as well, first half, minus 13. If you are worrying about maybe them taking their foot off the gas, I wouldn't be. But I made a lot of money on the first half all year long last year, and it was a rebuilding year for them. I also like the under. I don't know that necessarily Texas is going to be able to score that much. Like that pick. Been on the fence about Wake Forest because I don't actually know if Sam Hartman is, like, they say he's cleared to play, but is he going to play? So I'm a little bit nervous about that one. The line moved obviously a lot, like almost 6.5, 7 points when Sam Hartman was cleared to play. But it is Vanderbilt, and they are at home, which is basically not really a home field advantage for them. And then who else did you have that you liked?
I went to the NFL. And I had the Dolphins minus 3.5 over the Patriots.
Yeah, I like that pick. Here's the thing that's keeping me a little bit reluctant. Bill Belichick against first-time head coaches.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that as I made my picks this week.
So the trends for him, and I really like Mike McDaniel a lot. I think that team is going to be cooking. I think that defense is going to be really good. I think that roster is much better than the Patriots. What we also know is that the Patriots are now working on a new scheme, right? Their zone blocking scheme is like a thing that's getting these offensive linemen a little bit tripped up. That's why training camp, all the stories haven't been great. Mac Jones is confused. They're moving guys around the offensive line. That should give you some level of confidence that Miami's going to be ready to go and they're going to be able to get after Mac Jones. But they might just run the football with Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson. They might just do that. It could be an ugly game. I really just don't have any feel for how this Patriots team is really going to look. I would be more interested in taking like Dolphins money line and the total. Some variation of those two on BetMGM. You can kind of do the win/total tab. That's a new tab that they have up. And that allows you to take the Dolphins just on the money line without having to pay, the minus 150 juice that it might be in order to take them just straight up.
See, that's what a pro does right there. You see that? That's what a pro does. I'm getting there. Like I said, I'm going to keep stacking these wins. I'm going to just keep stacking these wins. That's all I can do.
All that matters, Kenny. Me and you are the same. I just have a 4-hour show, but we're the same.
So you know what my Achilles heel is I'm mostly betting favorites. Like usually if I'm going like with the underdogs, I gotta feel they can win the game. And the professional bettors, they don't really worry about that, right? They're like, you probably won't win the game, but you're gonna lose by less than 13. You know what I mean? Yeah. See, that's the hang up that I usually can't get past.
So in that just a little bit of like information about week 1 underdogs, they're covering at like 62% of the time and by almost a field goal. So look at that with teams like the Steelers and, what Mike Tomlin always does and how he gets ready. And he got embarrassed against the Bengals. And I've gone back and forth with this game because I think the Bengals are obviously the more talented team. They're at home in the jungle. They just went to the Super Bowl and lost. They got better on the offensive line. I don't know who stops Jamar Chase, but the Steelers invested a lot of money in the defense, a ton of money in the defense. And so they're going to try to get after Joey Burrow. And I feel like there's going to be some level of extra planning for this one. So I kind of like the Steelers plus 6.5, even though my brain says that the Bengals should be able to stomp the Arbor.
I did go with the underdog in Florida and Utah. I gave you guys that last week. Remember that. I went with the underdog.
Yes, you did. They won out.
Did you run anything last night?
Did I run anything?
Yeah. Did you lay anything on last night?
Yeah, I had Rams over 9.5 first half, which boy, that was a sweat. I went to the restroom, and then I think they kicked that field goal with like 4 seconds left to go. It was very much in doubt. I had Josh Allen over 6.5 rushes.
Oh,
I think the quote unquote handicap on that was your boy is back in Cali for the first time in his NFL career. Everybody's coming. He's going to show out. If you are a grown person and your family's there for the first time to support you in your home state, you think you're throwing the ball away? You're checking down? No shot.
Yeah.
So we did that. What else did I get that didn't hit? Dawson Knox anytime touchdown. That hit a lot last year. Did not hit last night. Man, Gabe Davis looks good, doesn't he? Woo-wee!
Man.
And then I had actually the Rams to cover the 3, and that was never in doubt. It was always going to lose. Pretty much immediately, that was going to lose.
Yeah.
But that's a number play. My heart said Bills, but all of the numbers say, Sean McVay's covered every single year for week 1 of his entire NFL coaching career. They've done it by an average of 16.5 points. That's why sometimes overanalyzing this from like a numbers perspective ends up losing you numbers from your bank account.
I remember a couple weeks ago when we were prepping for college football, you mentioned something that I deemed true as well. You're like, it takes the sports books or whatever, it takes them about 4 to 5 weeks to catch up. Is that the same thing for the NFL?
Yes.
Like, does it take them a few weeks to figure out who everybody is?
I was just talking to a friend about this. It's like first 6 weeks of the NFL season is where you make your money. By week 8, you should probably pump the brakes and really be selective, because that's when these lines are about as precise as a scalpel.
Yeah.
This feels hella formal.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, like we need to, we gotta switch it up. I'm not like we're like talk BetMGM. We're doing all these reads. Like, yo, this isn't how we do this show.
No, it's not.
This is the remix.
Go ahead, remix.
Yo,
We didn't even have the original though. We went straight for the remix.
well, isn't that like what was it? Confessions.
Yes.
Confessions Part 2 dropped, and it was like, yo, where was Part 1?
Yeah, we never heard. Although Part 1 is fire.
Yeah, but Part 1 came out after Part 2.
True.
We actually this is all fun, but when you sent this one, was it last week, the week before?
Yeah.
Oh, we had fun. Yo, we had fun with this one.
Yo, we gotta break this one down. We gotta break it down.
We did a dissect episode on this one. This has some heat to it.
Yeah, he said, Kenny, because I was watching, it was like staring at your chain, my name's engraved on. You were like, you can't just make that up. You can't just make
That's what I'm saying. That really happened. I'm convinced that really happened.
Wrecking home since 2003.
We was about to get, like, the whole chatty house about to get Trysta chains before too long.
The homie T Krick chains.
Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good.
Now you guys know why I'm not a believer in monogamy, because I know the other side of it doesn't. You think you are being monogamous and the other is not.
There was too much heat in here.
When we go out to the club, you gotta act like you don't know me. She don't know you take off your ring, spend your money on me, just like money ain't a thing. And then we get back to the crib so we can clean up. Keep your money in your pocket.
This is about right here.
Bars.
Your other lover wine only tastes good when you keep it undercover. So
oh man, there's
a lot there.
There's a lot. Like, that's that's just not stuff you make
Wine
up.
only tastes good when you keep it undercover, folks. She named me Trysta. What did you think was going to happen? It's a secret rendezvous between lovers. That's what a tryst is.
I never knew that.
Oh,
damn.
did I tell you guys I met Don Cheadle one
Well,
time?
okay.
So, no, there's a reason for this. So I don't think I've told you this story, but I met Don Cheadle at a golf course, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Don Cheadle," and I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm Trysta," and he goes, "Trysta, like Trysta? And I go, yes. And he goes, Trysta, like the secret rendezvous. And I go, and he's, mind you, this entire time he's held still onto my hand as this whole conversation is going on. And I go, yep, that's it. Exactly the one. And he goes, huh. Would you say that's pretty indicative of how your life has gone so far? And I was like, I mean, yeah, actually. And he goes, yeah, I could see that about you. Still holding on to
Oh,
me.
goodness.
He was in your web from the start. He was in your web.
Krick fever. Krick fever. It's like worse than the original variant of COVID. You don't even know. It's just, it's there. It's the more. That's what is it? Where they say like the amount of time that you've spent. Yeah, it's like the concentration of Krick. Oh, speaking of Krick
Let
fever.
go of my hand, Hotel Rwanda. What are you doing, man? What is happening right now? Let go of my
Go my hand.
He was like, he had the eyes too. It was like, wow. I was very flattered because it's Don Cheadle. But
no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I once thought Queen Latifah was hitting on me, and then I found out better. I learned she wasn't. So that was a big.
You never know. It's a spectrum. Damon. It's a spectrum. Even people who are on the other side, if the energy is right, sometimes you never know.
You couldn't have told me the energy wasn't right.
Yeah, sometimes if the energy's right, you never know.
Yeah. Oh, you'll learn.
Also, I have dates for you guys.
Oh,
Dates.
it's an odd segue. I just want to point that out. You're talking about Tryst and Trysta, and now you're talking about we've got dates. So go ahead.
No, we've got dates. So I was thinking about us spending time together in a non-Krick fever kind of way, and I got a date for when I'm gonna come to Sacramento.
Come on now.
It's figured out.
Oh, word. Okay.
Look where we at. Everybody mark it on the calendars because it's going to be a sold out game. Everybody going to want to come to see Trysta Krick.
We're gonna come and see that. Let me make sure. It is Friday, January 5th. I will be in studio with the crew, you guys, if you let
let's
me.
go.
I hope we're in the studio by January 5th.
Well, whatever it is, you know what I mean. Well, I'll be around.
Yep.
Lakers Saturday, January 7th. And I don't know what you guys' plans are, but maybe we could all, as a show, go see Cards at 49ers Sunday, January 8th.
I'm down.
Let's do that.
That's a crazy weekend. I'm down, man. Card that night.
Already ran it by BetMGM. They love the idea.
Oh, that's the last game of the season, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's locked in. That's a done deal. Trysta Krick will be here for the Lakers and the Kings.
Ooh-wee. That's gonna be lit too. Trysta, that's a game to go to. That one's gonna be crazy. It's always crazy.
Russ, Davion.
Yeah,
that's an interview done with Davion.
And that's a Saturday or a Friday.
That's a Saturday night.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's going to be lit.
I chose that for heightened lit levels.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll start planning the whole weekend right now.
Nice.
We'll plan the whole weekend. We'll plan something for Friday. Yeah, it's gonna. I feel better. It started out formal, like this was a radio interview. Now I feel like we're back on track now. I feel better.
That's the thing that I like about you guys is it never does. I think starting with picks always just puts me in this, because they just ask you so many things, guys. I go on Buffalo and Rochester, who I love, but they'll ask me any game under the sun, and like IBM Watson, they want me to know. You know how many hours it takes for this? It's like I don't have a life. This is my first time on the Peloton in like a month because it's like games. Give us your picks.
Trista, your thoughts on the Sac State Utah Tech spread?
I mean, and that's how it is too. They're like Furman. Tell us about Furman. Sheesh. You really want to know this? I don't want to bet this. You don't care about this game. Bills are gonna run the table though in the AFC though, huh? They look amazing.
Yeah, they look good last night. I get it. I get why I was all in on them.
Aside from like betting and all, what's your Super Bowl prediction?
Wow.
Like, who do you think is gonna be in the Super Bowl?
I think if Trey Lance is anything, I said last night I like the Niners as a team. because you've already been there once with the inferior quarterback, hopefully, and to the NFC title game with that same inferior quarterback, same roster. You've just gotten better. I think Shanahan's the best coach in the league. I do.
Now I like to call him Young Shanny. You know, that's my guy, Young Shanny. Best coach in the league. That's crazy.
Well, maybe you and Young Shanny should hook us up with some field passes for that game then, if you guys are on those kind of terms. I think he runs circles around even LaFleur, even McVay, you know, some of the best coaches in the league. He doesn't ever make stupid decisions for the most part and knows the personnel that he has and utilizes them to the best that they can play. And he just always draws up a game plan regardless of who he has. So I like them and I like the Bills. That'd be an amazing Super Bowl.
I said Niners Ravens. I think Lamar gonna go crazy this year.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. Who's he gonna throw to though?
I hope Lamar goes crazy. I feel like even if he does go crazy, he's just getting franchised. Like it's not going to matter. They're not going to sign him to a contract. They're just going to franchise him.
It's whack.
Which is lame. Yeah, that's lame. Yo, I'm hyped.
Did you guys see Twittering yesterday?
Oh, on a number of different occasions, yeah.
Oh my God.
We might not have seen the same things.
It was a day. Yesterday in the Twitter hierarchy was a day.
There were two very different kind of days on Twitter yesterday.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how many people are seeing equal of both of these very disparate opinions on the same thing?
Yep. Yeah. That was an all-timer.
And then Matt Stafford pulled up to the scene. It happened again. I was like, oh, okay.
And I love when I would like tweet something about it. Like definitely only black folks would be like in there, you know? Everybody else was like, what?
I'm sure people went to Twitter. What? God's name is Black Twitter. And made the mistake of clicking on it and learning. Like, oh my God.
This is what they think. Oh my God.
The amount of times I saw my man at the funeral.
Oh my gosh, bro. I need the extended video of that clip, by the way, man.
Did you see the one that I posted where I said it was the best thing I had seen in the internet on a month where it was Barney with my mouth open. Yeah, it's like, how could you laugh over her death? And then it's like Black and Caribbean Twitter with my mouth open wide.
Yeah, they've said it forever. There are two different Americas. There are two different Twitters.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
And one is way more funny than the other.
Somebody was talking about this is why Twitter gonna live forever. TikTok can't do this.
Because you wouldn't be able to find it. There would be no way to share it.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. And then watching CNN or whatever, like local news with the perspective of like that other, just like, what is this?
It felt like they were completely oblivious. Like, no, we have no idea that this went down.
No diversity in that newsroom.
No. Like, hey guys, like maybe we want to like, I don't know.
Settle down just a little bit. Can we maybe settle down? There is some other things that happen, so maybe we shouldn't just like praise like that. But
yeah.
No, they were like, no,
just no cognizance of it at all.
There's some really good Matt Stafford gifts out there, though.
Oh man, Matt Stafford.
Really Matt Stafford out there.
when you got Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson and you put them all in oh damn.
They're like, wait, what? You think this? Oh God.
That's a win. You're the best, Trysta.
You're the best.
January 5th. It's like a tour dates, man. Now this is like tour dates, man. January 5th and 6th, man. Come on now.
5th. I'll be in January 5th through January 8th. And it's just, I have no other plans but y'all. So
Let's
get
go. We got
involved, just Sacramento, pull up, whatever. I'm here.
We'll bring Kyle with us to the 49ers game.
Yes.
That sounds like a great time. I'm in there.
January 5th Lakers Kings January 7th, Cards at 49ers. Let me know what I need to do and what you guys are going to do so that we can make sure that we're cohesive and collective.
We'll take care of everything.
Awesome.
Yeah, just bring yourself. That's all you got to do.
That's exactly the answer I was hoping.
Yeah, Damien's got all the answers on all this stuff.
Listen, and make sure Hammy pulls up too.
Yeah.
Put him in the bacon.
James will definitely be
Be
there.
the first one there.
Yeah. Thanks, Trysta.
All right, see you guys.